Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back, and we're going to continue on working on the F350. If I seem out of breath, I borrowed my wife's road bike just to see how fast I can go, and I realized how out of shape I am. So I need to start riding bikes. I think I'm gonna have to do some riding with her and the kids and get in shape, because getting old sucks. All right, let's see what we got here. And if you guys are wondering how old I am, I just turned 39. So yeah. 40 is getting up there. But we're gonna clean all this up, this whole valley, clean up, wiping down, spray it, all the good stuff. And if you can tell in the video here, this is what happens when you use these one-time use little washer gaskets, whatever. So when you remove like the fuel bowl or whatever, you got to replace pretty much all of them, because they get torn down when they get reinstalled and then tightened down. They pretty much just start ripping. Here's what we got so far. Clean up the valley. I still got to do a little more cleaning. What I'm actually gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and clean it some more. Mask off the plenums. Maybe I'll take them off, maybe not. I don't know, because I have pretty good access to them right now. And then I'm gonna go ahead and spray it with some engine enamel. And I scrubbed this area off the best I could. I couldn't get all of this off, so I'm gonna go ahead and clean it some more with the brake cleaner, acetone, whatever I need to do to dry this whole area out. But I think if it's gonna be nice and clean and kind of lighter gray looking, it's gonna look pretty good, and it's gonna be a lot easier to see if there's oil leaks and all that stuff. I went ahead and removed the oil plugs right here, this one and that one. This is for the oil crossover that goes from here to this side, and then this is the ones that go to the high pressure oil pump. I removed those because I'm going to be replacing the lines and with new fittings. Also, I went ahead and removed the fuel line that goes from here, from the bowl to the back of the head right there. And then I removed this one right here, because I'm going to be replacing this one with fuel lines from RiffRaff. And since I removed those lines, I also removed the fittings that go, there's a hole right there. That's where the fitting goes. And there's one on the back here somewhere. If you guys, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see that. I can't see it, but maybe the camera picks it up. Right there somewhere. I removed those two fittings. And let me show you what I got. And since I'll be replacing my fuel lines with these two, I got one here, one there. I'm going to be replacing both of the metal ones with these fuel lines, steel braided fuel lines from RiffRaff. Here's what we got as far as the fittings. These are the stock ones. These are the CVD fittings that go to the head, give it a bigger opening. And these are the fittings that come with this line. Now you can't use these black CVD fittings with this line, but you can use this one with the stock one to improve fuel flow. With the steel braided fuel line, you can only use the fitting that it comes with, which is this one. So now it doesn't matter if you go to that or this, it's going to be a lot better than stock. Here's why. There's a screen inside the stock fitting, so it's pretty restrictive. So if you get some dirt or whatever, it's not going to flow that well. And the back side also has a little spring and retainer clip in there. You can see the hole is a lot bigger. There's nothing inside, so that's a lot better than stock. And also this one is a lot better. There's nothing inside, and it's going to flow a lot better than stock. If you're going to keep the stock metal lines, just get the black CVD fitting from RiffRaff, or if you're going to be upgrading to steel braided lines, it's going to come already with the fitting, and you don't need this black one. So it's you have pretty much two options. You can go to stock lines with this, or upgraded line that already comes with this. Or you can, I don't know, get the spring out or whatever. Though I don't know if there's a valve in there or spring, probably some kind of valve, spring, and a screen. So if you can get that out, so that will be already an improvement from the stock setup. Alright, so let's go ahead and start cleaning the valley some more, mask off the whole area, paint it, make it nice, and start reassembling the whole thing. Alright, and the valley is painted and it looks so much better, so much cleaner. So if there's going to be some kind of oil leak or whatever, I'll be able to see it right away. I installed the old plugs right here so I don't mess up the new ones. Obviously I'm going to be replacing this one because I'm doing this, the oil plug that goes from the high pressure oil pump. This is the crossover line plug, and this is just in here for the looks. So we're going to pop this off because we don't need this right now. And since I decided to remove the plenums, it was easier to mask it off, instead of masking off the plenums and trying to paint around them. The plenums, they can be mounted on either side, driver's side or passenger side. It doesn't really matter. They're both identical on both sides. The only difference is there's two different bolts on the passenger side that mount the bracket right here for the, what was it, for the harness or for something, the bracket over here. And then the O-ring, you don't want to move around this O-ring too much, and then when you put it down onto the heads, you want to be very careful because it can pop off on you. Grab it like this and then put it from the bottom down first, like so, and then carefully watch it and try to lay it down slowly. And then now I'm going to hold it in place. And just keep holding the plenum down, because if you lift it off, it might, the gasket might slide out and you don't want to pinch it. I'm going to slowly let it go. I'm going to tighten these bolts a little bit so it doesn't come off anymore. So basically you want it snug so it doesn't come off on you and so the gasket doesn't slide off. So this is in place. Let's put these bolts in, and this is where the bracket mounts, this bracket right here. So we got that and we got that, and one here, one there, and one here. And this one right here would need an extension. This is the really annoying one to get to if you got the fuel bowl in the way. I'm gonna leave these loose right here. When I'm gonna be installing the bracket, I'm gonna have to remove them. So let's do this other side. All right, and the driver's side is gonna be a lot easier to do. So make sure, kind of tap the gasket in place. Make sure it's sitting where it should be, and then slowly kind of get the bottom down first, and then slowly tilt it over without any sudden movements. Alright, so and now what we're going to do is we're going to replace our stock CVD fitting with this new one that came with the steel braided fuel lines from RiffRaff. This one has no check valve inside, no springs, no nothing, and this one does have like a little spring and a check valve and then a mesh thing, so it's pretty restrictive. Oh, and I already removed that one when I was removing the fuel line that goes from here to the fuel bowl, and then there's this one right here. So we're going to install this one in a minute. I'm going to clean that area up a little bit with the rag. It's kind of hard to get to, but I'm just going to clean the area and then reinstall this fitting right here. The cone side goes up for the fuel line. Well, the hard part is getting there and not being able to see, so I'm going to start cleaning from inside the hole with my finger and then just kind of spread out because I don't want to force any debris or any dirt into the hole. And then I'm going to just clean around it. Remember, you don't want to shove dirt into the hole. So I'm basically cleaning, I'm feeling where the hole is with my finger first and then just kind of force out. Just go from the inside out. Okay, so that's good. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and feel it with our finger, hand tighten on there. A little trick. Oh boy. Oh boy, I dropped it. And it didn't fall to the ground. Got it. All right, let's try it again. It kind of fell and got stuck between the out pipe and the block. It's a fine thread. The bottom here is a fine thread. So it takes some patience. Come on. I think I got it. Okay, there you go. Sweet. All right, and that's going to be a 13. It doesn't have to be crazy tight, but pretty good. Maybe maybe like, I don't know, 30 foot-pounds or so. Okay, that'll work. I don't know, I want to say 40 pounds, 35, 40 pounds. Now let's do this one right here, right there. It's going to be a little tight spot too, so be very careful not to drop it. It's a little bit easier when you can actually see it. Okay. These don't have to be crazy tight. There we go. So that's good, that's good. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and tighten the plenums. Now let's go ahead and put the pedestal in. All right, we got the O-rings. We got the big one and the small one. Goes right there. Goes like that. We grab our 10mm. This one's a little bit tight, but okay. And we're gonna hand tighten these. And these are about probably 40 foot-pounds, not crazy tight, because they're not that big of a bolt. So there we have it. Plenums are done, values painted, cleaned, pedestal installed, fittings for the fuel lines on the back here installed. That fitting right there is for the FRX system. I got one here and one on this head. And then we're gonna replace these two with fittings for the fuel crossover, for the H-pop, new oil lines here and here, and basically the new fuel lines from RiffRaff. They're gonna go, one is gonna go inside here, and then it's gonna connect to the fuel bowl with the 9-degree fitting, like so. And then this one's gonna connect and loop around and connect to the head right here. So we're gonna install those after we install the fuel bowl. This is what it looks like. You can see the plenums a lot better. You can see the pedestal a lot better. It looks a lot cleaner. I might even redo the Y harness wrap, this plastic stuff. I might redo all this to make it nice and new in here. All right, so pretty much the dirty part is done. Now it's the fun part, installing new shiny parts. So guys, this video is already kind of long enough, so I'm gonna cut it now. And on the next video, we're gonna go ahead and reinstall everything else, the H-pop, fuel bowl, turbo, all the wires and cables and all that stuff. So thanks for watching. If you're new, please subscribe. We're gonna finish this up and we're gonna get to the Mustang. All right, see you guys later.